What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Trapper channel, coming to you with another edition of Liddy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell as we get going. Goes a long way for me on this video and goes a long way for you because you become a prize whenever great betting content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. Kind of an icky start so far. I ended up on some long dogs. That didn't go well. Looks like Detroit's losing by 1,000. Jason Tatum being ruled in was really, really gross, and I didn't like it, but I still laid the 12.5 there. They got murdered. Yeah, they lost by 18. That is painful. Jalen Brunson's going to go over the 25. That's a plus. Hopefully he can add a 3 or 2 to that as well, even though he hasn't quite done that. He's at 28. He hit a 3. Hey, and we went over on that. I need one more 3 from him. That would be ideal. But either way, bet them both separately. Don't just parlay everything, even though I know you really want those parlays. You're going to have to do a lot of that work yourself tomorrow. I'm going to talk you through all the different situations. We got player props. We got other things. But my 3 favorite bets are all spreads / money lines. So letting you know, I'm going to talk through a couple prop situations. But it's for me right now, the best plays tend to be the spreads that exist on the board for these 3 games. Just 3 games. We're probably going to go a little overboard because NBA All-Star break. I'm not going to be back with you until Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Yeah, long time. You're going to have to miss out on me for a whole week. Oh, Eric, that's so sad. Watch Giannis, Team Giannis versus Team LeBron. Do people care about that? Well, I care about getting you money, and that's what we're going to do here. Bet $5, win $150 bucks on any sport. We've got great premium insider guys, Ben Raza, Matt Kajeski, Eitan Shander, so many guys in the college basketball streets that are experts. I'm not that. I don't have enough time and hours in the day. But if you head to that video description box below, they're going to have some great bets for you in the college basketball streets while we're off for the NBA All-Star break. So check that out. And then, yeah, I'm going to give you a play coming up a little bit later. My favorite college basketball play on the board. We're now running rampant with those. They're actually covering spreads and just hitting on the money line, but we're just looking for winners. Bet $5, get yourself 150. When that first bet you make at DraftKings, when you sign up today, wins. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Alrighty, y'all. It's going to be a quick one. 3 games, then we're off for a week. Sad times, but this is going to be an enjoyable experience because I got some winners. Let's get to the picks. Weird way to start our day here. Bucks facing the Bulls, who are on a back-to-back. And no total, because do the Bulls rest anyone here on that back-to-back? Do they get DeMar DeRozan back? How many times can I say back in a sentence? Many is the answer, 3. Lots of uncertainty here, though. Obviously, if their core 3 play, that being Vooch, DeRozan, and Levine, had to think about the guy who went nuts today, it doesn't look all that bad for a line. But if anyone sits out here for them, and then you also have Alex Caruso, who has a chance to sit here on the back-to-back, Ayo Dosunmu, you're looking at a broken number here with the Bucks, just laying 7. What are we doing here? This is not enough when you talk about the height of their powers. And yes, I was still wary enough last game out against that downgraded Celtics team that I only took them on the money line, and thank God I did. That overtime it was a thriller. It wasn't a heartbreaker. We won the bet. We won the double parlay there. It was lovely, but they're not getting off. They're not going to be off their guard this time around. Not with a healthy Giannis, Drew Holiday, and now Chris Middleton, who has looked awesome in limited minutes. He's been capped around 25. Maybe he goes up to like 28 this time around. That would be nifty before the break, but I am rather bullish, not on the Bulls, but on the Bucks. The Bucks stops here, if you will. I promise I'll be funnier coming off of the break, but a pretty simple like for me to start off our day is this spread without DeRozan, which feels like the more likely scenario, should be north of 8.5 points. So pretty basic like play, as I hope at least DeMar sits for this bet to look really good. If not, it's a little bit more efficient than I'd want, but I'm going to put a small play on it. I think you should start with that. Maybe we can get some nice news to break our way. To an intriguing spot here for the Wizards and Timberwolves at the Target Center. The usual for the Wolves: Rudy Gobert, Kyle Anderson, questionable. Can we stop with this faux questionable stuff? LeBron James, questionable, always plays. Joel Embiid, questionable, always plays. I know we've had some surprise rollouts from Gobert and Anderson, but they've generally been playing basketball pretty much every single one of these spots. So can we just stop with it? And Cat, he's going to be out. He's going to be out forever, it seems like. But Washington, perfectly healthy on the other side. And I think it was something of a mistake on my part not to recommend a play on these Wizards against the Blazers last game out, as the Blazers were the ones on the back-to-back and rely on unsustainable shooting from Damian Lillard to be successful here of late. Really, really regretting that non-play. but I will not be making that same mistake here on Thursday, as I'm really worried about my Wolves team laying 4 points here. Now, maybe Mike Conley is a winning player, the difference maker that they just needed on this basketball team, and a presence in the locker room or something that I can't sustainably talk about. He is an 84th percentile EPM player, but that's slightly down from previous seasons and almost identical to that of D'Angelo Russell this season. I look at the team and the construction, and Anthony Edwards is going to have to do a lot for them, and maybe Rudy Gobert is a decent enough fit. He obviously has the rapport with Mike Conley. They've played some ball together in their day. Maybe I'm just off base here, but with a healthy Kyle Kuzma, a healthy Kristaps Porzingis, and Bradley Beal starting to play more minutes, Monty Morris being serviceable. They shipped Will Barton out to sea, never to be seen again. Kendrick Nunn playing serviceable enough off the bench, along with Delon Wright. Washington's all right by my standards, and that makes them pretty large dogs here. I see this as a 1 point spread. You're getting me 3 extra points there. That goes into lock territory. Now, there are only 3 games on this slate. I wanted to give you a like, I wanted to give you a lock, and I wanted to give you a lean. I don't always try to do that for you. I want to just give you guys the best bets, but this is the best bet. Nothing to go like overboard like you would on a 10 or an 11 game slate where you have a lock. But this, my friends, is the best bet on the board as of right now on Wednesday night going into Thursday. Check back with me on Twitter at Eric Lindquist for player props here. I think we might be able to find a couple here, especially if you get a surprise piece of news like Rudy Gobert or Kyle Anderson getting ruled out. No surprise here. Houston, massive favorites going up against SMU. Oh, the Mustangs, the ponies. Don't bet on the ponies, people. But I'm telling you right now, Houston is a lot better at basketball. I don't care that they're on the road. I don't care about any of this. I just care that you get a bet across the board. So bet the money line. Yes, they're 15.5 point favorites, but you don't have to deal with the point spread. Bet it on the money line. Bet $5 on it and get yourself $150 in free bets over at DraftKings right now. So take advantage of that. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER and 21 and over. But this bet is going to win for you. So just do that, okay? Last pick of the night coming up. Well, as you probably could have deduced through deductive reasoning, we are at a lean here. We're going out with a whimper into the All-Star break. I see Clippers. I see Phoenix. I see a really intriguing basketball game with a close spread, with an opportunity to see some serious basketball, but I don't see any news that is waiting in the wings. We still have Cameron Payne, Landry Shamet out for Phoenix, but that doesn't matter because they have Devin Booker, Chris Paul back, and of course, they're just waiting for that one guy, Kevin Durant, to suit up. It's going to be a little while, but very much looking forward to that, like everybody else. And you look at the Clippers side, they did lose Norman Powell, who looked awesome. He's going to be getting rest. Yes, rest. They didn't lose him. They are going to sit him going into the break here. He had an awesome performance against Golden State. He helped us cash that double money line parlay. Maybe we could look at a little Clipper combination here with Milwaukee like we had the other day, but I'm not going to force it. I'm going to be leaning the Clipper side simply because Kawhi, Leonard, Paul, George, even Zubats. I do think that rebound line ended up heavy on the under of 9.5 there. Might be looking that direction again. Hopefully it doesn't overcorrect as we're going towards that side of it. But unless something unforeseen happens here, you're going to see more Eric Gordon on the floor, more Bones Highland, who was in that rotation right from the get-go. Decent enough spot to maybe back the Clippers, but I really don't see it all that intriguing. So maybe some props, maybe some other things coming into tomorrow. But as of right now, without the props on the board, just going to be leaning on the Clippers money line. And that does it for another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. So you know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know all of your favorite plays. There's just 3 games. Yeah, just 3 games that we have going in the NBA. I'll be back here next week. Looking forward to seeing you all here once again at the Odd Shopper channel. But in the meantime, if you haven't signed up at DraftKings, bet $5. Get yourself $150. Take that Houston money line going up against SMU. They'll convert that one for you. And then what else do we have? We have great opportunities in NBA Bet Pro. If you want to be checking that out, probably sign up next week because, again, you'll have 5 days between now and the slate starting. I know they probably wouldn't want me to say that, but I want to give you guys the best advice always. Save your money, save it up for next week. Fire that up then. We have BetMGM offers going on. So many great things. You can find all those links in the video description box below. But just wanted to say thank you to everybody for tuning in weekly here. Hopefully, you've been able to learn a little bit about the analytics and the things that go into my projecting out, my handicapping. Hopefully, you've been able to involve that in your process. Looking forward to being back here. I'm going to rest, recover here, head out and play a little golf over the weekend. Looking forward to that. But hopefully, you guys all have a great, healthy, safe, enjoyable All-Star game break. Like I'm acting like it's the end of the season. We're fine. We're going to be back. We're going to be making money next week. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Thursday.